This is a spreadsheet I've made for someone that I've been helping with their investments. Um, Showed him how to track how much he's making. So uh, this column right here, M, is how much he put into each investments. This is his current value, and this is his gains. And on the bottom row here, I have his totals. He started with $60,000. His current value is at $107,000. He's up $51,000, 87%. We're going for 100%. I'm trying to get this 100% in 1 year, see what I can do. But we started on 922, was his first initial investment with the SOXL fund, and uh, he didn't invest with me right away. I was talking to him, and then probably a year later, when he finally made his first investment, and I guided him through the process. So really, 922 was his first investment, and then you can see the dates when he started each one of these new investments. Um, this is just where he's currently standing right now. So 87% from 922 till now, and not even really be fully invested for a year. Several of these are later, much later. For example, this first one here, this is his first buy of gold. We bought 200 shares of gold a little bit ago. It's up 27%, but he's only been holding at 627. So it hasn't even been a month, and he has a 27% rate of return on that. Um, I was looking to take profits, but I think earnings are going to be good. I would have took profits, but I went fishing, and that immediate drop, like SOXL fell 10%. So if I were trading, I would have sold the SOXL because everything was on a new high. When I see things on a new high and I can't find anything to buy, that's one of my indicators to liquidate. Um, Anyways, I just wanted to show this chart because uh, some people have been asking me to help them. Well, if you want my help, what I do is I help you create the spreadsheet so you can track everything. I could do them all, but I'll do a breakdown later on all of them maybe, but just for example, this JNUG tab is what we just bought. He just bought it 627. I wanted to get it for 30. We had a limit price at 30, but I told him, hey, let's just buy some and get more at 30. It went down to 30, but for some reason we didn't buy more. So I wish we had bought more at 30 because that was my target price I was going. It went down to 29 something. So even though it went to 29, I would have been happy to get it at 30. But I like to get initial investments around $10,000. So I have a little something to take profits if I want to take profits. $6,000, I'm kind of just gonna have to write it out. I might sell 100 shares though if we get somewhere around 30-40% gain, because we're already almost at 30% in 1 month, which that's a big jump for 1 month. So this is what I track. I I This account is with Ameritrade. I just download the history, load it, and then I track when I should buy and sell. And you see, I've already got a target at 38.89, but I didn't sell. I don't always sell because there has to be something that drives me to say, "Yep, it's up," and I think it's a good time to sell. It was up, but I think it's a good time to hold because I think earnings are going to drive the market higher. Um, we'll look at Nail. This is one I would consider a mistake. Uh, Bought at 47, bought at 39, sold at 53, sold more at 70. Uh, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what happened, but I never like to sell off everything. I always want to put my foot in the game, keep my foot in the game. I don't like to have less than 100 shares. I might have sold at 50 or 50 shares, but I want to keep something in there just in case it goes up. Its highs were up to 120 or something, significantly higher. So I feel like it would have been a safe play to ride. You already made 600 bucks on it, and we were up. We made $3,000. We would have been up more if this were I think it was at 87. See, I can't, it won't tell me anymore. I don't have the formula set up because I just have this formula set up to lock in the, the, the profits. So literally, he started in Valentine's Day. By June, that's 4 months later, in 4 months, he made $3,700 on this investment. I'll show one more. So sometimes there's mistakes and miscommunications on all that. We probably could have been to 100%, but you know, when you're new, you do things and you're not sure what I'm saying. I think you understand. Sometimes we make mistakes. That's why I like to see it all laid out. So for me to help, I had to lay out everything so I know exactly where we're at. Even this was a mistake here. What happened was we bought this for 300 shares, and again, we're buying small because this is the first time he's only been doing this for a month. So we bought small. We bought some more. You know, small amounts. This is what I call my dollar cost averaging. Okay. Um, Kept buying and buying, and then really I've been wanting to move this over to the tech fund because I don't think we have enough money in our funds to be having this many funds, many different ETFs. I just soon leave all this in my tech ETF, but why not leave some in there? So I'll tell you what our intention was on this date here on 3/20. I sold 761 to wash the 1027 investment. So we bought at 755. I'm selling first in, first out, 761. Basically for no amount of money. I got no profits really on that. It's $16 in profits. I'm just saying, hey, we're in at these prices. Let's hold at the lower prices. So I don't know what happened next, but the intention was to sell because we were in at 581, 556. I wanted to sell this 600 shares. And what happened was we sold 700 shares, which is these 200 shares. We should have been a lotted sell these two, hold this two at a low price for long term. That's not what happened. So, you know, worst case scenario, he's got $1,700 in profits from selling those. It's currently at 1354, so he's doubled his money on this one. We're at 111%. At 866, he's up 56%, all from Valentine's Day and then November of last year. So again, you know, this is investments for less than a year. To get more than 12% would be considered phenomenal. He's at 221% on this investment. So you go back to your positions here. What I have, I think I have my percentages right. 27% on the JNUG fund, only up 6% in the biotech, 277% in the SOX, 100% in the tech fund, 37% in the TNA fund. We only bought that in April, so it's May, June, July. 3 months later, 37%. These are phenomenal numbers for the short amount of time we have. Utilities is at 1%. Okay, I'll go talk about this one here. 222%. So this utilities and my LAB is kind of driving his ability to get to 100%. But I believe in the utility funds. This is what's going on here. I wanted a price back then on 130. I wanted to get in at 30, but I didn't want to lose a turn. So I said, we're going to buy $10,000 worth of this by buying 100 shares at 31, 100 shares at 30, and another 100 shares at 29. That will dollar cost average to 30. So really you got 300 shares for 30. All right, so if you look down here, it helps you dollar cost average. The average price right here is 30. Okay, the sum is 90. Okay, so that's how I got $10,000 worth at 30. Now, the reason why I bought 31 is I didn't know. Maybe it takes off to 39.40 and I don't have a chance. But 2021 something was its all-time low, so I really wanted to get to 22, but I didn't want to miss out. I wanted to get something in the game. 323, it got down to 23.75. I had a limit order to buy the 22, but I was afraid that if we don't buy now, we might miss. So we'll dollar cost average again, trying to get to 22. I'll buy more at 23, buy more at 22, buy more at 21 if I can get it to go down. But it never did get down to that price. So I might have been in the same position right here. If I didn't get it at 31, I might not have gotten in at all. I want to get in long term on this particular fund. I was hoping to get 21, 22 so I could accumulate more, and then when it got to 30, 31, 29, I could sell those off and be holding at a lower share. All right, so I'm just sharing some of my investment strategies as someone that I've been helping out, and why I use the spreadsheets to help me out, because the funds that you have or the brokerage you have is only going to tell you what you currently are at. It's not going to, keep a tally of your gains and losses if you've sold stuff. I like to know if anything's making me money. So if it's not making me money, I don't want to keep buying it. But right here on my percentages, I'm happy with everything where we're at. To be not in the negative on the first year of investment, that's not really very common to not have negative numbers here. To have this all positive on your first year of investing, that's really kind of unheard of. So um, we just happen to be doing really well since he started. I'll let you know when we get to 100%.